Foreign Secretary Ranjan Mathai stopped over in Chennai to meet the Chief Minister Jayalalitha ahead of his 3-day visit to Sri Lanka to negotiate a fair deal for Sri Lankan Tamils. The team of Kudankulam protesters returned after Prime Minister says that the project will not be halted. The protesters to go on strike tomorrow. Long-time associate of DMK Treasurer Stalin Ilam quit Deputy General post after readmission of the anti-party workers, says his move has hurt his self-respect. The Chennai Corporation kickstarts the distribution of booth slips across the city for the upcoming local body polls. An NDTV-Hindu Seva pavement campaign focuses on Mambalam's rundown state of pavements. And Chennai turns the spotlight onto the Mumbai Indians and Somerset teams as they battle it out for the final spot in the Champions League. A very good evening and welcome to News Tonight with me, Dipti Kumar, from news of the state civic body polls to the issues brewing in the country. All that and more ahead on the bulletin. Stay with us to know more. But first up, a look at the headlines this hour. Sylvester Daniel, a key witness in the Saharuddin case, runs away from Gujarat police custody in Udaipur. The Prime Minister meets Andhra Governor with continuing protests for Telangana. The Chief Minister is in Delhi as the UPA government consults all parties involved. A car linked to Banwari Devi, the missing midwife from Rajasthan, is found in Gujarat. Will this help the police trace her? Indicted by the PAC report on mining, the Speaker drops the PAC Chief Manohar Parrikar. And the NAFS is expected to go on for some more time. After negotiations, the citizens will continue on Fox. The Foreign Secretary Ranjan Mathai was in the city earlier this evening to meet with the Chief Minister before setting off for a 3-day visit to Sri Lanka. Now, this was his debut trip after assuming post earlier in September. Now, his visit to the city was primarily to discuss the recent spate of fishermen killings and Sri Lankan issues of war crimes. Now, the backdrop of his rendezvous with Amma assumes significance as Ms. Jayalalitha had also taken up the issues in the Assembly and had urged even the centre to take it up more seriously and with the island's nation's government. Now, Amma has demanded that Kachati be returned to India and also added that the international community declares Rajapaksa as a war criminal. Now, Mr. Mathai will call on President Mahendra Rajapaksa and the political leaders, including the opposition leader in Parliament, Ranil Wickremesinghe, and representatives of the major Tamil party, the Tamil National Alliance. Well, it was a fruitless trip, one could say, of the anti-nuke team from Kudankulam, who embarked on their journey to meet with the Prime Minister to submit a memorandum and further coax the Prime Minister to help stop the work at the Kudankulam nuclear power plant. Now, dejected by Dr. Singh's response, they believe that the centre is not treating the people of Tamil Nadu with honour or dignity. Now, just yesterday, in a letter to the Chief Minister of the state, Dr. Manmohan Singh had counted on the Chief Minister's support in ensuring the timely implementation of the Kudankulam project. Now, remember that the residents of the coastal villages in and around the state have been asking that the work at the plant be suspended because of concerns around their safety. But various expert agencies and the union government have guaranteed that the plant, which is designed to generate more nuclear power than anywhere else in the country, has been certified as one that meets international safety standards.
But what we hear in the evening is exactly the opposite. The Prime Minister has written to the Chief Minister that she should cooperate with the continuance of the project, and he has set up an expert committee. That is not what we wanted. So we are disappointed, and we feel that the central government is not treating the Tamil people with honor and dignity. Because we saw that when the Tamil Eelam people were killed, the central government was not taking our feelings into account. When the fishermen are getting killed, they don't take our feelings into account. Now this is the third or fourth instance where the Tamil people's feelings are being ignored, which is not really good.
Sir, what will be your next move?
Our next move, we have a hunger strike, 1-day hunger strike on Sunday. There will be people, and we are going to explain to the people what exactly transpired in our meeting with the Prime Minister.
Well, what came as a move that hurt self-respect, the DMK Deputy General Secretary and the former Tamil Nadu Minister, Parathi Ilam has resigned from his party post, protesting against the readmission given to some party workers suspended for anti-party activities. Now, in a letter to the DMK Chief M. Karunanidhi, he said certain actions by the party high command had wounded his self-respect. Now, Ilam Valadi, a long-time associate of the DMK Treasurer and the former Deputy Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, was piqued by the revoking of the suspension or some party functionaries. Sources close to him also added that Vilayandi couldn't be contacted after he submitted his resignation. Well, moving on, just a weekend away from the big day of the civic body polls, and the PMK has kick-started its campaign. Now taking to the streets in the city, the party entourage made its way around through the day, getting as much support ahead of the polling date. Now, party mayoral candidate and former Union Minister for the State Railways, A.K. Murthy too, has begun his campaign.
சுத்தமான தண்ணி மாநகராட்சி பைப்பில் வர தண்ணி யாரும் குடிப்பதில்லை. இப்போ கூட இந்த நொச்சுக்குப்பம் சில பகுதியில் வந்தேன். அந்த தண்ணி குடிக்கிறேன்னு கேட்டால் நான் குடிப்பது இல்லை, குளிப்பதுக்கும் துணி துப்பியும் தான். தண்ணி எல்லாம் கேன் வாட்டர் தான் வாங்க சொல்கிறார்கள். அவர்களுக்கு சுத்தமான தண்ணி, அதாவது மினரல் வாட்டர் எப்படி தராரோ அதே மாதிரி சுத்தமான தண்ணி வீடுதோறும் தருவதற்கு நான் கண்டிப்பாக திட்டம் வைத்திருக்கின்றேன். அது எப்படின்னு கேட்கலாம், இப்போது சொல்வதற்கு நான் முன்வரவில்லை. ஏன் சொன்னால் அந்த திட்டம் ஒவ்வொரு வீடும் செய்வதற்கின்றேன். அதே நேரத்தில் அந்த அடுக்குமாடி குடியிருப்பு இருப்பவர்கள் தண்ணி கீழே வந்து பெண்கள் மாறு வலிக்க தண்ணி அடித்து 3 மாடிக்கு தூக்கி செல்கிறார்கள். அதையெல்லாம் மாற்றுவதற்கு அந்தந்த பகுதியில் ஒரு ப்ரெஷர் பம்ப் வைத்து ஒவ்வொரு வீட்டுக்கும் டேப் திறந்தால் தண்ணி வரணும். டேப் திறந்தால் தண்ணி வரும். எப்படி வரும்னு கேட்டாலும் அதுக்கு நான் திட்டம் வைத்திருக்கின்றேன்.
Well, meanwhile, the Chennai Corporation had begun its distribution of the booth slips for the local body elections at a school in Pudupattai area. Today, all in all, the booth slips were received by over 400 residents. Now, more will be given out in the next 3 days. Now, so that all will receive their slips by the 12th of the month. Now, 4,000 corporation staff are involved in this procedure.
We have started distributing the booth slips today in the city of Chennai. People can get this and come and cast their vote during the coming local body elections. This will be completed in about 3 or 4 days. If our officers didn't turn up to your house by 12th, that is the next Wednesday, you please call us in the toll-free number 1913 or another toll-free number that we will be publishing so that we will respond to your request and then come and distribute the booth slip. About 4,000 of our corporation staff are involved in this massive exercise. We will ensure that every one of you, every one of the citizens get the booth slip before 12th.
Well, surely everyone is stepping on the pedal ahead of the civic body polls, and here at NDTV Hindu, we are also running a campaign ahead of the civic body polls to save our city's pavements. Now, today we look at the area of Mambalam railway station, which is a busy junction for many travellers as well as pedestrians, and the difficulty to commute by foot is beyond obvious as the rundown pavements pose imminent danger in the traffic-laden zones. Take a look for yourself.
ரோட்டில் ரொம்ப ஃப்ரீயாக நடந்து வர முடியல, ரொம்ப டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸாக இருக்குது. 2 சைடும் ஸ்டாப் இது பண்ணிக்காங்க, அதனால் வரணும்.
இந்த ஏரியா ஃபுல்லாக கடைங்க வந்து ஆக்கிரமிப்பு பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, பிளாட்ஃபார்ம் ஃபுல்லாக ஆக்கிரமிப்பு பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. வண்டிக்கு போக முடியல, ரொம்ப டிராஃபிக்காக இருக்குது, ஹெவி டிராஃபிக் ஆகுது. ஈவினிங் டைமில் பார்த்தா 5 o'clock மேலே அதிகமாக டிராஃபிக் ஆகுது. நடந்து வரவங்க ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது, சிரமமாக இருக்குது.
Well, also keeping up in terms of the civic body polls that is scheduled to happen just a week from now, there will be tougher security enforcement at the Madras High Court from Monday. Now, there will be more security deputed at the court vicinity. Comprehensive security bandobast will be set up. The advocates will be required to produce their ID proof in order to enter into the premises, and the litigants should also show their letter from the advocate concerned to enter into the High Court. Now, around 430 police personnel will man the court from Monday onwards. And also adding to that security measure will be CCTVs that will be set up at all the 7 entry points of the Madras High Court. Well, time to step into a quick break here on the bulletin, but on the other side, reconstituency of the Goa Assembly over the mining row. We'll get you those details when we return. Stay with us and don't go anywhere.